The Bills aren't better than the Dolphins.
Yes, they are. They just played. And the Bills whooped the shit out of them.
The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Let me take away with.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sideline Summit. I'm Antonio Perez, joined as always by Danny Cole, DC, UPenn's finest, Chris Coacher, CB Coacher Boy. The sports world is packed. MLB playoffs, about to head into the World Series. NBA's back. NFL is obviously currently going on. And we're going to hit a little bit of everything. Of course, we're going to start with Summits and Plummets, but instead of going right into we're going to shorten the Week 7 recap just a little bit so we can talk a lot more about Week 8 and the NBA season. But yeah, we're going to go Summits, Plummets first, then head into our NBA awards and champions predictions. A little bit of Week 7 recaps because this is the first week that all of our teams have won, so it'd be wrong to just, gloss over that. Then Week 8 preview is going to be the bulk of our episode, followed by Hots and Locks, Summit Savings, and the outro per usual. But of course, starting with Summits and Plummets. Danny, you want to get us kicked off?
Yeah, I'll get it kicked off. The Phillies, kind of been the plummet of the week for me. Coming into the week, you're going to think last week they were up 2-0, and you did a Kobe meme. Series not over. Come on, man.
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished. You're up 2-0. Oh, yeah, job's not finished. Job clearly isn't finished. They forced a Game 7. They're up 3-2 right now in a Game 7. It's really bad. You're letting a abysmal team hang around with you.
Yeah.
They're just not as good.
Yeah, and it still seems to be the case right now. They're down 3-2 as we speak. I'll let Chris get off his Summit and Plummet at the same time because.
Yeah, well, my Summit is NBA's back. Happy about that. I'm super excited about it. We're just looking forward to it. There's a lot of offseason moves, man. A lot of moves recently that have happened that made the NBA even more interesting than it already is. That's why I think NBA has best offseason by far. There's so much stuff. It's just cool to see all that stuff come to fruition today. My plummet, current plummet. Lakers getting smacked around by the Nuggets again, and I don't know. And this is my thing. Other players come from other teams and join a LeBron-led team. They just play worse. Gabe Vincent last year, elite off-the-ball defender, elite on-ball defender, elite shooter. Today, I don't know who this guy is. So
3 for 8 shooting, 0 for 4 from 3, 2 turnovers.
Complete stinker of a job. Him and Rui Hachimura are robbing the same bank, named Rob Pelinka. And yeah, so that's my plummet.
I will say though, something. I mean, not to pick a Summit for you, but hey. Cam Reddish going to get minutes because he's trying on the other end.
And let me tell you right now, him picking up full court is a little different than Dennis Schroeder because he's a little bigger, a little more athletic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And he can just make corner threes. If you can combine him and Taurean Prince shooting right now, elite 3-and-D player right now.
So since when is Taurean Prince an actual factor to the basketball game?
Oh, he's been a good role player. He just was on the Timberwolves. Timberwolves sucked. He was a good role player, even on Brooklyn. He was in Atlanta.
No, but this man borderline dropped 20. That's not who he is.
He's crazy today,
hey, man,
you acting way different.
Yeah,
if he can seriously contribute if he continues to not hit. He's not going to shoot 66% from 3 every night, but stay in that high 30s range. You'll be set. Yeah, I mean LeBron and AD sold the parlay. I was like, that's my plummet. It was close. Aaron Gordon got his 15 that I needed. Of course, Jokic hit. LeBron got 21. I needed him to get 22. Missed the and 1 free throw. And Anthony Davis, 6 for 17.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I thought this was a layup, but I guess I had no such thing, Ben. No such thing. We got Cam Reddish, Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes, Max Christie. Yeah, I'm about to be casual. And Maxwell Lewis. I had a feeling I was about to say Maxie Lewis. I don't know why. But yeah, that's my plummet. But my summit, of course, the boys are back in town tomorrow. Looking to get an opening day win, which would be very nice. Got one last year against the Sixers. Yearly tradition. Annual tradition, I guess you could say.
Pat Bev strapping that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single person on the Celtics roster I like Patrick Beverly guarding. Rotational players, at least.
Dude, I like him guarding Grant. I like
Grant's not on
Grant's
not on the team, casual. Look at this. We start early.
I forgot Grant's gone.
Yeah, he's out of here. Good. Get him going. He's in Chris's state now. Get him away from me.
Hey,
anyone off your bench, I like him strapping. Anyone off the bench, I like him strapping.
He's not strapping Pritchard. I'll put the on it.
Omax Prosper being the front court. How nasty.
Peyton Pritchard plays like fucking Julian Edelman with a basketball in his hand.
What does that even mean? Well, he's quick. Like, that's true. Yeah, he's quick. He's very quick.
He's gritty. First guy in, last guy out.
Oh, yeah. Type of guy you'd let date your daughter, of course. Which Julian Edelman dated Jerry Rice's daughter. Craziest thing. But I guess
they went to prom together.
Yeah, Peyton Pritchard going to date Michael Jordan's daughter. I don't know. I was going to say LeBron's, but that's crazy. Don't know. That's weird.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's weird. But we'll get Chris's summit, and then we can move on to some elite NBA discussion because that's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah, we can go right to NBA. I gave both. My summit was that NBA's back, and my plummet was that the Lakers are losing on the first day back.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the first one was short. But hey, then if we're all out the way, then we could just move on to our NBA predictions. And of course, it is only right to start. Who will win the NBA MVP? Danny, you want to get it kicked off?
Yeah, the NBA MVP is something I've been thinking on for a while. And this is something that I think Luka Doncic finally gets done in what, year 5? Year 6?
Year 6.
Yeah. Luka Doncic is my pick for the MVP this year. I think him and Kyrie with a full year kind of start to gel. He just carries his team. And I think there's an argument that if you're talking about the most variable player of a team, something that this team is buns beyond Luka, yeah, he's valuable.
Yeah.
He's definitely the most valuable to that team.
I will say they ain't win with him playing last year either. But, full year of Kyrie, I definitely get your vision there. And then, Chris is going to be there in the flesh watching it all happen.
I'm going to be there Friday. I'm going to be there Friday, yeah.
Who do they play?
Is it San Antonio? No, it's not San Antonio. They play San Antonio.
Boy, I was going to say, you're going to watch a Luka
I do have the Wemby game, though. I do have a Wemby game, Luka Wemby game.
Yeah, they play San Antonio tomorrow.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, they play tomorrow.
Friday they play the Nets.
Yeah, they play the Nets Friday. Somebody stinky. I knew it was somebody good. But I do have a Wemby Luka game. I do have one.
Yeah, you need that in the package for sure.
Yo, side note, y'all see the Wemby and Drake picture?
Yeah, I reposted it. I posted it on my Instagram story.
He's so
two legends.
Tall.
So okay, Chris, who's winning MVP? Danny's got Luka, which kind of feels like picking Josh Allen at this point, but he's bound to get one. He'll get one, and this could be the year.
The NBA MVP this year is going to be Devin Booker, and the reason why it's going to be Devin Booker is because the Suns will have the best record in the NBA. And it'll be the first year with them getting together. So, like usually with big threes, when they come together, it's usually like a year. It takes a year to get together. And I think they already had KD and Book. So, adding Brad Beal is a big deal, but I think they'll gel pretty well. But I think they'll have the best record, and I think he'll be the best player on the best team. So, I think a lot of times that'll get you MVP. So, yeah, I think it's Devin Booker's year. I was close to picking Tatum, super close to picking Tatum. Because I think it could be Tatum's year too. But, yeah, I'm going to go Booker.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely on your wavelength. He's
too much of a 2 for me to win MVP.
I could get how you feel that way. I think so. A while back when Klay Thompson, they was like, so how are the shots going to get adjusted with KD coming in? He said, whose shots getting adjusted? Who taking less shot? Not me. Now, obviously, prime Klay doing that, it's him just shooting threes, but Devin Booker's mentality is like, oh, KD's coming. I'm still not taking less shots, and that's Devin Booker. Devin Booker going to be Devin Booker. Those two taken away from the separation, I could definitely see him having a big year. And him playing point guard will be tremendous for his MVP odds. The assist numbers, they'll do wonders for him.
So look, let me share my vision with you, Danny, so you can see where I'm coming from. For two guys, James Harden's MVP year, he's playing the two. He was handling the ball mostly, but he was still a shooting guard, right? And it's the reason it came up because his scoring was already up. He was around a 30-point per game, but he handled the ball a little more. So that 30, I think what he did, 30, 11, and like 7 or something like that, whatever the MVP number was, it looked a lot better than it really was because he had the ball in his hands the whole game. And for Devin Booker, I feel like he'll have the ball in his hand the whole game. And on top of that, the weak side is one-on-one Kevin Durant or one-on-one Brad Beal. He's going to fall into 7, 8, and 6. He can do 28, 5, and 8 accidentally and then win MVP if they win 60 games. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not even saying he's going to have like a super crazy year, but I think he can do 30 points a game. I think so. But I think 28, 27 is more realistic. 5 and 7, going to get you MVP. Derrick Rose got MVP with 25, 4 and 7, I want to say.
Yeah, that Bulls team was
that's a different time. That's not getting MVP.
Yeah, well, I mean, even not too long ago, I mean, Curry won it with 20. He was averaging 23 compared to Harden's like 29. But team success, efficiency stats, the three. Well, that wasn't that. Well, it was a crazy 3-pointer year, but it wasn't that year. That year he averaged 30 on 50, 40, 90, making 400 threes. Arguably the best season of all time. But I mean, I definitely I see the vision on it. I would say you can think of like time. I don't know if I can think of a time where like the second best player on a team won the MVP, but this could also be projecting that maybe Devin Booker finally. And another thing, KD ain't necessarily been healthy the last couple of years. He's missed a big chunk of games, and like if he's out, Devin Booker could, let's say KD misses 20 games this year. Devin Booker, they're 15-5 in that stretch, and he's averaging 32 a game. They're like, okay, that could be a stretch where his odds start to shift. I like that one because I have Devin Booker as a finalist. But me personally, I'm gonna go with Nikola Jokic to win his third MVP in 4 years. I guess it's kind of boring. He is the best player in basketball. It's kind of easy way to go. Last year I went Giannis, but I think kind of the same reason. He's going to be the best player on the best team in the NBA, best record-wise, at least out west. The efficiency number is going to be there. I think another part of his game that's going to get unlocked is his three-point shot. Now, not everyone knows he can make it. I think he's going to start shooting them more. If he starts shooting them more, that's obviously going to up his scoring. He averaged 24 last year. So he adds a 3 a game, maybe get to the line a little more. If he get inch closer, 27, 20, he's going to average 10 assists. He's going to average he's going to average around that triple-double area. He's going to be super efficient. So he's for MVP. And again, it's going to be the storyline that he's not going to have an all-star teammate because the West is too loaded for Jamal Murray to get in, and it's too loaded for Aaron Gordon to get in, even though Aaron Gordon, perfect glue guy, could get in on some Draymond stuff. But the difference between Denver and Golden State and the fan voting and all that. But yeah, I'm going to go Nikola Jokic. My other finalists are Jason Tatum and Devin Booker. Those were going to be my 3. For the long, I was going to go with maybe Tatum, like finally as the breakout year to get it. It will be tough. He's got a lot of talent on his team. If he is exceedingly better than everyone else on his team, which I think he is, but if he's way above everyone else and they got the best record in the NBA, I can see it happen. But I'm going to go Jokic for now because it feels safe. What's the next award?
I like that, but
we can go to Depoy.
Man, I can't believe no one said Giannis. Can't believe.
I mean, I picked Giannis for 2 straight years and he hasn't won it. They're just doing my boy wrong, so I don't know. I mean, you could have picked Giannis, but I mean, your pick is good. I mean, Luka could stumble into like he's due year. There's been many cases where James Harden got it on a due year where a lot of people be like, I don't know, like maybe LeBron should have got it. I mean, not to say Harden didn't deserve it. Every time someone wins an MVP, they do deserve it. I think someone might have deserved it more. Embiid, he definitely stumbled into he's due MVP, and rightfully so. Scoring leader, was phenomenal all season. I can't think of too many guys who low key. Nah, I can't say that. I was gonna say low key. 2014 Durant, he's the MVP, but nah, that's not technically accurate. Danny, do you want to? All right, Danny, you could give us defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year. I think Marcus Smart bounces back, and he's the glue guy on this team in Memphis. I think he brings a different mentality, and my boy Taylor Jenkins gets him a defensive player of the year.
Nah, I mean, look, he could be extremely crucial for their first 25 games. So, Chris, you got any thoughts on that? I mean, a guard winning it 2 times in the last years. It was only done once prior. I mean,
yeah, I think that would be a lot. But I see James' vision though. I think it could happen, but I know it's just a lot because there's so many. Like, you have to be able to guard smalls and big and stuff like that. So I think Marcus Smart will have a chance with Steven Adams out. I'm not saying he's going to be guarding centers every night, but I'm sure he's going to be on switches sometimes now with Jaren Jackson being the main big, there being playing center. So he'll have a chance to guard each position. I think it'll be interesting, but yeah, this is difficult. It's difficult. Could happen though.
it is.
For sure.
Yeah, you just want to stumble into your defensive player of the year.
Oh yeah. So this is really a hope pick. Okay, this is hope. I'm hoping the NBA figures it out and gives it to the best defensive player in the NBA, which is Bam Adebayo. He needs to get a due award. I'm cool with it if he finally gets it. He deserves one. They gave one to Jaren fouls more than block shots Jackson. Now it's Bam's time. Bam actually guards.
Your defensive player of the year?
Literally do it. Like Bam guards 1 through 5 every night. He literally does it every single night. So on switches, on DHOs, post ups, Bam guards everybody, and he does it very, very well.
So well.
It's Bam. And no, there's no other center you put on a forward in Jason Tatum. I've watched him guard Tatum. I've watched him guard Jokic. When they played the Lakers in the finals that year, he was guarding Rondo on pick and roll. They were not trying to switch back. There's no other center, I don't think, in history of the game that you would do that with. So I think
he just built goofy as hell, and I think they won't pick him because of that.
Really?
I think pick him because he built goofy.
I think his arms could be long. He looks kind of stocky sometimes. I'm with you, but yeah, I think.
If that was the case, Jokic never sniffing the MVP.
Nah, they like it because he's international.
Yeah. That is true.
Nah, they can't stop the horse racing is inevitable.
Yeah. So I thought you were going to go Anthony Davis. And I literally wrote down Anthony Davis when you started. And I was like, yeah. But I'm with Chris. I'm going with Bam Adebayo. Like, it's such a shame that he doesn't get even. I don't get it. They just give it to strictly rim protectors. Not only is he one of the best rim protectors in the NBA, he is one of the best flat out perimeter defenders in the NBA, and he's 6'10", 6'11". Like, it's unreal, man. I don't even care if he stumbles into he's due defensive player of the year. He's the best defender in the NBA, in my opinion. So.
How y'all feel about Jrue Holiday winning Depoy? I
think this would be his year because he's able to really, if he's able to really do it, he's able to focus on defense a lot more because he's got more scoring around him. And the team defense is going to look a lot better too. So he'll fall into more like just random bad passes because Derek White's pressuring the balls. He'll get more, help side steals. He'll have to just get him on ball. That's not bad. That's like a good dark horse. I'm pretty sure it's
high key. I feel like this man Giannis could easily just drop like 2 blocks, 1 steal a game, and then be.
I think he's the second best defender in the NBA. I think Giannis.
Giannis is definitely liable to win it. I agree. He could definitely do it.
Dark horse, Ben Simmons.
Trust. Ball. Oh, great play by Bohm. Sorry, that was pretty random. I'm a little bit behind Danny, so he might have had a reaction before me.
Speaking of Ben Simmons, I do want to call this long ago. Shows ago before we weren't even talking about basketball. This was maybe like mid baseball season, like in the baseball season. I said Ben Simmons is going to have a great comeback year. I said that on this year podcast, and when it happens, starting let's play tomorrow. I think they do play tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be glorious. So I hope Danny, that's a good pick. Hope Ben Simmons does with that. Hope he does.
I mean, speaking of Ben Simmons, y'all want to go into most improved?
Yep.
Is that even most improved at that point, though?
Yeah.
Would it be comeback?
Larry Markkinen was kind of the same thing. Larry Markkinen was hot on the Bulls, had some weird years with the Cavs, went to the Jazz, and he bounced back. So
I see.
I'm gonna be the easiest player of all time for most improved, and choose the boy.
The boy.
I think a lot of people are choosing Mikal Bridges. I'm gonna go Jordan Poole with an expanded role in the Wizards.
Okay, I mean numbers wise, it could get crazy. Like, cause he's gonna have obviously the greenest light. Green Lantern's never seen a green light like this. It could happen.
A new meme where the guy's like the war guy with the gun to his head.
The war? Are you talking about Oppenheimer?
Nah, there's like a guy, and he's like a guy that is like a war guy on TikTok, and it's like me after experiencing blah blah blah. Jordan Poole
talk about the 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, man. Jordan Poole looks like he's been through like a war in the last offseason. Like he looks like he's been through it mentally. So yeah, he put on a little facial hair. All the LA hoes left him. San Francisco, I guess.
Yo, are there hoes in DC? I don't know.
Probably not.
Very high vibes in DC.
He got Joe Biden.
Yo, he kicking it with Joe. That's gonna get him most improved for sure.
JP
Chris,
JP.
Chris, you want to give that most improved?
Yes, I do. And this is all based on narrative, right? Y'all remember that time they tried to give John Morant most improved because he had fell out of the MVP race, but they ended up giving it to Desmond Bain? I think it's going to be one of those years where Anthony Edwards wins most improved because he won't be good enough to win MVP. Like, team-wise, maybe numbers-wise, may not be good enough, but he'll have that type of leap of a season, like in that I can be a superstar range, like that year 4. I think it was year 4 for Tatum, like that turning point where he went like 26, 27 again, whatever that year was. I think Anthony Edwards has that year. So I think most improved is Anthony Edwards. But I do want to give a dark horse though, and this is why I kind of wrestled around. Devin Vassell as well. I would pick him to win most improved if the Spurs can win not a decent amount of games, but they can be decent enough and he takes a jump. I think he averaged 16 last year. He had the big contract extension. If he can go to 22, 23 points, I think Vassell can be a person that can get it to.
Yeah, just be the two-man to Wemby.
And like kind of take over Keldon's spot, because if Keldon can be more of what he is, more on ball, more, kind of driving to score, but to also kind of make plays, and Vassell can be that elite 3-and-D, but also like kind of like Bridges, that expansion of Bridges game. I think it'd be good.
Is that I like both of y'all picks. A lot of people wouldn't like Ant because he's like already an all-star and he'd have to make a huge jump, but it's happened before. Ja got it before. I see it.
Jeremy Sochan better.
Yo,
worst
LeBron stopper. I'm afraid.
Yeah, I hate Jeremy Sochan. Oh my god.
So I feel like I don't think I see this one a lot. My pick for most improved is Anthony Edwards' teammate. I have Jaden McDaniels. So not only is Jaden McDaniels the best perimeter defender in the NBA, by far, in my opinion, he has so much untapped potential on the offensive end of the game. He can take that 12 points, push it to 16, 17 points, and I think that would be enough. If the rebounding numbers can go up, the steals, the blocks are going to be there. Obviously, the eye test is amazing defense. I'm going to go Jaden McDaniels. He would also be a sneaky defensive player of the year pick, but again, it's hard for those perimeter guys to get it. But when you're Bam and you're a rim protector and you lock up on the perimeter, then you can get shit done like that. So
I want to drop.
I think everyone's picks on that one.
I got two more sleepers. So it's not sleepers, but like people that you can kind of look out for from that most.
Yeah.
I think Jonathan Kuminga's one as well, and not narrative, but like placement wise, if the Hawks do move on from Capella after giving Onyeka Okongwu this extension, I think he'd be a guy to look out for too. He can do what Capella did, but maybe a little better because he has a little bit more of back to the basket game and a little bit of footwork in my opinion. So I think those are two. I just want to throw those out there.
I definitely see it. I think another dark horse for me. I mean, I'm gonna get a Celtic involved in every single one of these. Peyton Pritchard, he's going to be the first guy off the bench. Your numbers are going to go up. But I kind of don't like that one at the same time because he was just like out of the rotation. It's not like he improved. He just got more minutes. I don't like that one. I don't like giving it to second-year guys. I don't like giving it to guys who just went from DNPs to like playing. Like if Max Christie balled out this year, started averaging 11 points. Oh, he went from 0 points per game to 11 points per game. It's all about opportunity. That's why I like giving it to someone who's been in the league at least a little bit and made a real jump. I really like Lowry's last year. We can stick with players if y'all want to go with a 6-man of the year.
Yeah. I'll let Chris take this one first.
Coming on over. 6-man of the year. All right, y'all. Brace yourself now. 6-man of the year this year will be none other than Christian Wood. And I'll tell you why. Christian Wood will be 6-man of the year because he's playing for a lot, in my opinion. A talent like Christian Wood at that age, like Christian Wood was waiting around at the end of free agency like he was 35 years old, just waiting to chase a ring. Christian Wood's in the prime of his career. He's had 20-10 seasons, like multiple years in a row in Detroit and Houston. He's a ball player. And I think he's going to try to really prove that. He's going to try a little harder on defensive end, not be great, but, just show effort, keep boarding and keep scoring so he can get paid again. I think that's what Christian Wood's motivation is going to be. So I'll take Christian Wood to be 6-man of the year. I
could see Christian Wood winning it, definitely. But for the same reasons you said, I mean, a lot to prove. Vet in this league, going to be one of the main scorers off the bench. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's not too many hot options for 6-man of the year.
We don't know who's going to really.
I got one
exactly yet, honestly.
I got one, and I think a lot of you guys are going to be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Is Josh Hart of the Knicks?
I don't think so. I like that.
I thought he's starting, right?
He's not starting this year.
Oh shoot, I would have picked that. Great pick, Danny. Dang, I thought he was starting.
Josh Hart is a pure hooper. If you were playing basketball, he can just purely hoop.
I don't know if he's a pure hooper. I think he's a football player, but no, I can definitely see it. If he could take some level of scoring leap off the bench, his defense is already amazing.
I don't know why his shot remind me of Klay Thompson.
His aura reminds me of Jimmy Butler. It's probably just the braids and the headband, but I can see it happening. But I'm gonna go with his teammate who lost out on it last year. I'm gonna go with Emmanuel quickly. I think he's gonna be the main scorer off the bench this year. I hope he learned something from the last playoff run that if he can't guard, he's not playing. So yeah, hopefully obviously. Maxey is the best variant of Tyrese Maxey. There's him, Bones Highland, Emmanuel Quickly. They're all the same person, and he's the best one of them. But yeah, we're not missing any player awards, are we?
De'Aaron Fox is the best Tyrese Maxey variant.
Nah, that Fox isn't a Maxey variant.
He don't got the hair.
Fox is a Fox variant. He's unique. He's a very unique player.
They both fast as hell.
Hey, Devin Booker.
That's true.
By the way, he's playing point. Point Booker is insane.
Sorry to interrupt basketball talk. Is Zach Wheeler on the mound right now?
Certainly is.
Oh, it's gotten that bad, hasn't it? Oh God, yeah. Congrats on the Arizona Diamondbacks for making the World Series. Congratulations, Phillies blowed up. But are we missing any player awards? We got Depoy, MVP, 6-man of the year, most improved. It would just be coach of the year.
I think clutch player of the year thing. It sucks, but I think it's the thing. I don't have a person.
De'Aaron Fox won it last year. Like, De'Aaron Fox is not the clutchest player in the NBA. He's very clutch, no doubt. But no.
Yeah, we can skip that award. That's some BS.
Yeah. No. Do we have any other player awards? Like, am I?
No, you're good.
I think that's it.
I don't want to be tripping. But yeah, y'all could be right. I'm just gonna double check with our ones from last year. Yeah, MVP, Depoy. Oh, we forgot a big one. Well, we can do coach of the year.
Guys, come on.
We're being casuals. What am I talking about?
Vic.
What? It's definitely. I mean, he's my pick, but
Who?
there's still discussion.
Who winning Rookie of the Year?
Maybe Scoot Henderson, who just got
I'm
the
not
keys
picking
to the
Wemby.
worst team in the NBA.
I
Chet
think-
Holmgren, who can make an immediate impact on a playoff team.
Yeah, I'm not picking Wemby for him Rookie of the Year. Not even. I would pick Chet first, or I would pick Scoot. And the only reason not even because I'm hating on Wemby enough. I think Wemby's gonna be better than all of them. I do, but I don't think he's gonna I'm gonna say play enough. But I think Spurs gonna be real cautious with him over the years. I don't see him like
It's possible.
qualifying.
It's possible.
Like, I see him not qualifying for that reason. So
Well, I mean, I'm going Wemby. If he plays 65 games, they're probably going to give it to him. He's going to average like 19 and 10 or like 20 and 9, something like that. But I'm assuming Danny's going off Wemby, off the vibes here. But we can go to Coach of the Year. I actually wanted to start with this one. I just want to double check. Yeah. For mine, I'm going with a good friend of Danny's. I'm going Taylor Jenkins. And I think this because I'm going Taylor Jenkins because that first 25 games, he's going to show why he is one of the absolute best coaches in the NBA. He can 25 games, if he can get that team 15 plus wins. No, I think if he can get them like 18 plus wins, go 18-7 in the first 25 games without Ja, remarkable. And they'll just go from there. They'll just get better. They'll have a good record. I think I have them as the 6th seed in the West. Like that might not get you it, but I think they'll take into account the absence of Ja and the job he's just going to do defensively. I mean, I think he's going to make a good adjustment to the Steven Adams injury and, of course, the Brandon Clark one because he won't be in this year. But I'm going Taylor Jenkins. I'm going with Danny's friend.
That's my pick as well. I think he's one of the best coaches in the NBA. And with Ja out a lot of games, I think he proves why he's the GOAT.
The GOAT. Why he's a UPenn legend now.
UPenn's finest.
Yes. In a select few.
I'm about to say, who's going to be coach of the year? I know who's going to be coach of the year.
Well, licking chops to say Darvin Ham. I know.
Yeah, I'm never going to say Ham Sandwich.
Nick Nurse.
We finally got Schroeder off our team. Dude's still running 3-guard lineups. Free me. No, so my coach of the year is going to be none other than Jamal Mosley. And I say that I think the Magic are going to be a playoff team, not a. I think they're going to be a 7th seed. They're going to be a 7th seed. So I think Jamal Mosley is going to be coach of the year for that reason alone. I see a big step from Paolo. I think Paolo's going to average 25, 8, and 4 this year. I think Paolo's going to be elite second-year player. One of those ones. I think Franz is going to only get better. I really like his game. I don't love Jonathan Isaac, but Jonathan Isaac's a great defender. I wouldn't give him that. So I think having that back in the lineup is going to be good for them because this gives them the opportunity to play, taller, faster. They can, make noise for the 7th seed. If they can do that, I think Jamal Mosley is coach of the year.
Yeah, I like that one because it is Paolo leap time. It's time for that 25, 10, and 5. We're ready for it.
He's about to have that year. I can smell it.
Come on. But last thing that we must discuss is who went in the NBA Finals and who are they beating?
My prediction. As a Sixers fan, it kills me. We're not going to win it.
But we know.
Why?
We know.
We know.
The East can sit out this year. This is Milwaukee, Boston.
Call me crazy. I think that the Boston Celtics lose in 7 to the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, that's not crazy at all. That's probably one of the most popular takes. It could happen. In a world where the Suns stay healthy, absolutely. Absolutely. That's real.
Okay, dude, it's just going to be fucking straight hoop ball. Street hoopers.
Oh, yeah. Tatum versus KD, Book versus JB. Well, Book will be guarding JB. I would hope. If you put Bradley Beal on Jaylen Brown, God bless your soul. But
since Jaylen Brown left, you got a chance.
Yo, watch your mouth.
Elite.
Watch your mouth. He's
You don't
cooking
got a
this
chance.
year.
If Jalen Brown goes left, you win.
No, stop lying. Stop lying.
You're trying to tell
king
yourself
is.
false narratives.
I'm not. He can dribble with his left hand. He injured his elbow last year. Nerds.
His elbow might be injured again.
Wow. Elbow injured. He's still better than James Harden.
Yeah, two things can't be true.
Yes.
They
Yo,
act
he
like
he
legends
really
cannot
only
coexist.
he really only got one hand, and he's a top 25 player in the NBA. And he averaging 27. That's nuts to me. Like he lacks basic basketball fundamentals, and he's still nice. But I'm obviously look, I'll get called biased, but if I were to take this jersey off and you knew nothing about me, it would still be a good take. I'm taking the Celtics over the Nuggets in 6 games in this year's NBA Finals. I thought that should have been the matchup last year. Tatum messed up his ankle, but it's cool. It's cool. It's the bounce back year. Trust.
Big trust.
I think
Yeah, we'll get into big trust in a bit right after this too.
this is the year for Battle of the Banner. It's gonna be Lakers Celtics. NBA is gonna make a lot of money. It's going 7. It's gonna be Lakers over Celtics in 7. LeBron James Finals MVP.
I like that. Oh yeah, well mine Jason Tatum Finals MVP if I didn't mention. And then Danny, who would be your Finals MVP in a situation where the Suns win? Would it be Book or KD?
Dario Saric.
Yo,
He's on the Warriors.
I don't even think he's there no more.
I said, no, you cannot give him that.
That's a straight Sixers joke. He's a process
Yeah.
legend.
Oh, for sure. He's a process legend.
Aaron Baines.
Yeah, he's legend. He's legend in Boston.
Y'all,
He could go to any bar in Boston and get whatever he wants.
the fucking Aaron Baines fan club on Twitter. But no, legitimately, I see Kevin Durant winning.
All right. Well, that is our NBA predictions for this year. And we can just real quick move on to a week 7 recap. I'll let Chris start. Yo, his Ravens.
All I'm gonna say is my people from Detroit who did all that talking, let me know, like, yeah, we see y'all this week, and blah blah blah. I don't even know, and this may be a fact. I don't think they had a first down until the second half. Almost. Like it was unreal stink fest of a performance the Lions put on. I tell you about that, and it was just a beautiful game by my Ravens. Defense looking great. I tell you that right now. Patrick Queen, Roquan Smith, Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton. I'm sorry.
Hamilton.
I said Humphrey. I was saying everybody, but yeah, they played really good. I was just happy to see it. It was just a good game overall. Like I said last week, it was one of those things where can the offense look good against a good defense? Can the defense stay and continue to, hold people to not getting yards and not getting points? Those things happen. So I think the Ravens are on that track that I think a lot of people had them on, being possible Super Bowl contenders, and I think that game kind of showed. So I was happy to see that.
Yeah, me personally, if this game didn't do it, this game should have done it. Lamar Jackson is my front runner for the MVP right now. He's playing out of his mind, and this is how I think he should operate the offense. I mean, I think he, better than anybody, should realize I don't have number 1 right now. Like, Mark Andrews is like an elite tight end, top 3 tight end, and would be the number 1 option on a lot of teams, but Mark Andrews isn't taking over a game like a Kittle or a Kelsey. So I got to use a little bit of Mark Andrews. I got to use a little bit of Zay Flowers, Odell, Rashad Bateman. And when they're catching the ball and they're getting yards after catch and building off the opportunities Lamar creates for them, it's really a beautiful thing to see, man. It was awesome. And the defense is kind of the same way. They don't have, aside from Marlon Humphrey, they don't have like a guy
NFL corner.
Marlon Humphrey. Oh, and Temple legend Rocky Sin, of course.
We don't have any NFL corners outside of Marlon Humphrey and Rocky Sin. I think we're
How about Temple legend Tavon Young? Who played with?
Yes.
sorry.
Come on. The Ravens love their Temple legends, man. They know ball.
Didn't he play with Dion?
Yes. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Dion has a picture of Moss and Tavon Young.
probably. Dion was that dude. I'm telling you, he was that dude. Look up Dion Shaw on YouTube. One of the best ever. Look up Demir Shaw too. They were both like I think like co-players of the county or something. One went to Cardinal O'Hara, one went to Ridley. They were nutty. But again, with the Ravens defense, outside of Marlon Humphrey, you don't really have a like number one guy that can create pressure. And as a unit, they threw Goff off his game. It was beautiful. Overall, just great team things from them. Danny, do you have anything to say about the Ravens, or did you want to get into Steelers talk?
I'm gonna go Steelers talk about my Steelers. TJ Watt proved that why he should be Depoy of the Year, why he should be an MVP candidate in the NFL, and why he matters so much to the Steelers team. Coming out of half, they're down 9-3. Pick off Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp. We know you're running that shitty ass fucking out route.
That's
TJ, you're not playing with that
TJ Stafford, Cooper Kupp.
all day.
Well, I do believe in a very hot weekend. In a very hot weekend that featured Myles Garrett single-handedly winning a football game. TJ's performance was a little undermined, but he was just as good. TJ Watt was phenomenal. I agree. Offense, little kind of got an identity going there a little bit. Run the ball, and the pass will benefit. It's that simple. George Pickens had a pretty good day. Najee Harris had a good day. Kenny Pickett had a pretty solid day. He's actually been rather consistent, the stats would show. But, yeah, overall, great win for the Steelers, in my opinion. Chris, you have anything to say about the Steelers before I go on this godly rant?
Shout out to the Steelers. TJ Watt, unreal player. Good to have Deontay Johnson back. I'm sure. Good for that. I don't know. Just good to see because they beat us, so I gotta have respect for them, and they've been playing well ever since. So yeah, shout out to Steelers. Salute.
Yeah, that division, they have 3 teams in the playoff picture right now, and the Bengals are the ones sitting out, and they're starting to get their mojo going. So,
Side note,
very scary division.
Y'all know how this show got a Trey Turner moment on this?
Yo, come on, man.
Trey Turner has an opportunity in a game 7.
Oh my God! You said opportunity. I thought meant he did something already.
He ain't doing anything yet, but it's coming.
No, he left that bat in the regular season, man. It's over. But we move on. Philadelphia Eagles. Me and Danny were there in the flesh. We watched the Kelly Greens.
Eli Ricks is the Eagles' best cornerback. Eagles' best cornerback.
Yes. Eli Ricks, when guarding Tyreek Hill, 3 targets, no catches. You know who else played a good job? Josiah Scott, who we picked up off the street. Not literally the street, that's what to say. Picked him up.
Foot Locker.
Yeah, bro, we picked him up at your local Chick-fil-A. And he was here for a little bit last year. He led up a big 3rd and 30 against the Cowboys, and everybody hated him for it. No, he did pretty good. He did a good job tackling from the slot position. Early on, you could tell, first drive, they were having a tough time setting an edge on Tyreek Hill. And then one play, Tyreek catches in the flat, or it was a toss play or something like that. He get the ball. Josiah Scott is playing basketball with him. And Tyreek's trying to make him miss in a phone booth, and it ain't happening. He forces him out the sleigh, and they make the joint tackle. He did a good job. What I think, but obviously, big credit to defensive line. What happened, why I said the Eagles could win defensively, is exactly what happened. Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis are psychopaths. Hassan Reddick ate his Wheaties this morning. Josh Sweat ate his Wheaties this morning. They went out, got pressure. Once Tua's first read isn't there, once he has to get the feet moving, get the feet chopping, over. Now, mind you, still a top 10 quarterback in my opinion, no doubt. That's the difference from good and great, though. Can you throw off the back foot? Can you make crazy angles? Can you make plays out of structure? Can you do things without your coach? Can you do things without your receivers? Answer, kind of not fair, because I would also rely on my coach and receiver if they were, an MVP candidate, a coach of the year candidate. But nonetheless, offensively, Jalen Hurts, 2 turnovers, but I'm more 3 total touchdowns. Dallas Goedert had a good game. Smitty had an okay game. His production hasn't really been there as of late, but run game, solid as usual. But man, how about AJ Brown?
Him.
First wide receiver since Calvin Johnson, 5 straight 125 plus yard games, and been having the second best season for a wide receiver this year. It may be recency bias, but I truly think for the past 2 seasons even, he's been better than Diggs. He's been better than Chase. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all could call me biased. I get it, but I do think there's a great argument with him. He has the upper body strength that no other wide receiver can provide. You can't jam him. Don't dare man press him because he's too fast for that. Jump balls, that's all his. He is snatching it every single time. On his big play, Jalen threw it a double coverage, put it right in the basket. AJ was getting tugged on the jersey. You could not even tell because that dude is too strong. I don't know if football players know or any, like, you throw a resistance band around somebody and you're holding them and they're running. I promise you, AJ Brown, if he ever did that, it just wouldn't bother him because he could just drag grown men all around the field, dude. The game was awesome. Jalen used his playmakers, used Dallas Goedert. He used AJ Brown. Philly got pressure through the middle. I mean, outside of that pick six, that batted pick six, 10 points. Best offense in the NFL, 10 points. Huge shout out to the Eagles. Sorry. All-time rant right there. But if any of y'all got opinions on that game before we go into week 8, y'all are free.
Yeah, AJ Brown.
We went to the game. AJ Brown, like we said, is him. I would like to give Jalen Hurts his flowers. People are going to say, oh, he threw that pick six. I think he played a very clean game on a hurt knee. He kind of didn't do anything too special, but he played the game very cleanly, aside from the pick six that hit off someone's helmet.
Yeah.
He played very clean.
I would say a quick sidetrack. Devin Booker's at 15 in the first quarter. He's he ball. Say at least.
Yeah. Devin Booker.
We want to get to. Oh, go ahead.
He's a Phoenix Suns legend.
Yeah.
Best player in
sure.
the NBA.
Yeah. Chris, you got anything to say about Eagles real quick before we go into week 8?
I like the Eagles win. I'm a big Devontae Smith fan, so I like to see him get the ball a little more. But I mean, AJ Brown's tearing it up. So I mean, what can you say? Yeah, all around good game. Good to see Jalen Hurts play pretty well. So yeah, and then the Kelly Green jerseys are lit. And I think the most lit part about the Kelly Green jerseys that I seen was Jalen Hurts, white and gray 11 cleats. They were super icy. So shout out to
Jalen. One thing Jalen gonna do, Jalen gonna put it on for sure. He gonna put it on every time. But we can roll right into week 8. We can start with the Thursday night game, Bills versus Buccaneers. Let's start with the guy who called Patriots over Bills. We can start with Danny on Bills Buccaneers this Thursday night.
Yeah, Bills Buccaneers. I think the Bills bounce back. I think it's pretty clear. The Bills are the better team. They are just a lot more disciplined. I think the Bills have a chance to blow the game because the Bucs have very, very, very sleeper of a team. But my choices, as always, is going to be the Bills. I think Josh Allen against the inferior defense will do laps against them.
Yeah, I agree. Again, another game where Bills interior can get pressure on a guy who doesn't have amazing pocket presence in Baker Mayfield. That's where I kind of think the money will be made.
Baker Mayfield is just a Kenny Pickett variant.
Kenny, they're all Kirk variants. So, shout out Kirk Cousins. Big game last night. But yeah, I mean, I basically agree with Danny. I think Josh Allen bounce back game. I have a hard time seeing him play 2 bad weeks in a row. So I think the defense is going to step up. And I guess Josh Allen technically already has played 2 bad weeks in a row. But Chris, you got anything to say about this Bills Bucs game? That surprisingly, Bucs are 3-3, Bills are 4-3. It ain't that much better.
Yeah, the Succaneers versus the Bills. I don't really have a lot to say about it. I'm an elite Baker Mayfield hater. Elite. I pick his interception every night. Every time he plays, I pick it. He does. I'm not a huge Josh Allen fan. He's cool or whatever, I guess. I really do like Stephon Diggs. I don't know. I think it's going to be a cool wide receiver matchup, even though wide receivers don't guard each other, of course. But Mike Evans v. Stephon Diggs. Then Gabe Davis v. Chris Godwin. That's pretty cool. And y'all know I like playmakers, so I think that's a cool aspect of it. But outside of it, I'm not really expecting much. I've had my hopes up through last Monday and Thursday night games, and nothing.
Yeah, one of the more whatever Thursday nights per usual, of course. But Danny, did you want to get started with an actual game you wanted to preview?
Yeah, I think it should be one of the games of the week. I'm going to go Steelers Jags. I think the Steelers have a statement to make in the NFL after beating the Rams. Aside from a bad game played against the Texans, this team is basically 5-1. If they would have beat the Texans and played better, they'd be 5-1. They're 4-2. They're a lot better.
They got stomped. Like they got stomped in their 2 losses. There's no anything up for debate. They got destroyed.
Yeah, I agree. They got stomped.
I mean, 4-2, but still chilling. So
very good, very solid team. Better than a lot of people expected. I think the game of the week, it could put the Niners on a 3-game losing streak. Is the Bengals versus 49ers, and I'm going to pick it. I think the Bengals are finally hitting their stride, and I'm digging it. I'm digging the Bengals beating the Niners this week, and the Niners falling off.
Yeah, about that game. So I'm so mad I bit my tongue on this, but what I was thinking going into Niners Vikings was, okay, Jim Schwartz led awesome defensive guy. Brown's got amazing personnel. I think what you were seeing as well, Danny, is they could give Brock Purdy the craziest looks he's ever seen. And it happened, and he played a bad game, and I'm like, okay, Brian Flores is an even greater defensive mind in my opinion, but he don't got the same talent, and I fell for it because I doubted that Brian Flores couldn't make that defense look crazy, and they were awesome. They were getting pressure on Purdy, making him move around, make him throw on the run, and it worked. They got turnovers. They did a great job. They held a 49ers offense to 17 points. Yes, they didn't have 2 of their 5 Pro Bowlers. Boo-hoo. But, yeah, I could definitely see the Bengals winning that based off the same thing. Their defense has kind of picked it up the last 2 weeks. Give him something he hasn't seen before. Watch the tape. What did the Vikings do? What did the Browns do? Get pressure. Give them smoking mirrors. Give them cover 2 at the start. Rock it. Make it a cover 3. Or look like you're in cover 2. Have the corners fall back. Cover 4. Do something like that. Do twists and turns and make Brock Purdy uncomfortable. Because, quite frankly, we're starting to see that's the type of quarterback he is. Not very comfortable with pressure. And that's okay. He's young. He'll work on it. This week's not the week, though. Chris, anything to say about Bengals, Niners? A lot of playmakers. That's your thing.
Hey, I was about to say, you know me. I'll be there. If those 2 legs are there, I'll be there. But yeah, I actually like Brock Purdy. My girlfriend kind of made me like him even more. She's like, oh, he just seems like so nice. I'm like, you know what? Cool, he is nice. So whatever. But,
nice guy.
Yeah, he looks like a cool guy. But yeah, just looking forward to a good game. I think the 49ers are going to play a little better than they did. And I think that's kind of embarrassing, the output they put out. So I think they're going to play a little better. And the Bengals have been on the run. So I think this is going to probably be one of the better games this week for sure.
Yeah, I see it. Chris, you want to go get into your game of the week? Ravens are on a bye. So, oh, no, they're not. They play Cardinals. But
and I'll tell you why they're not on the bye. And that's why that's my game of the week. It's my bias. I'm going to be there. I'm going to Arizona on Saturday to see great ball versus the Cardinals. Yeah, so I'm happy to see that. And I mean, outside of me going and that being my reason why I'm calling the game of the week, I'm interested to see how the Ravens play after a big game, after a big win. You can't have a letdown. Even if they win, I don't want it to be a close one. It shouldn't be a one-score game. I think you need to build up that momentum. Show if you're going to be dominant this year, show that, and going out and beating the team you're supposed to beat by the amount you're supposed to beat it by, if that's even a thing. But you know what I'm saying? Just go out there and assert yourself. And I want to see the Ravens do that. So outside of me going, that's my game of the weekend, and that's why.
Yeah, Danny, any words on that?
Yeah, they're going to dominate. Josh Dobbs is going to look like a decent quarterback for about 2 quarters. And then Lamar Jackson's dropping 40 piece. Not much to say.
I would have to agree. And not only in the fact that I think they will, I think they should. Like, the difference, like, here's the thing with the Ravens. I know everyone thinks they're contenders. They are always contenders if Lamar is healthy, no doubt. The difference why I think teams like the Chiefs and Eagles, they can get away with these close wins against bad teams is because we know what they're going to do when they lock in against a good team. And the Ravens just showed that. But, coming off a big win against the Lions, do the same thing to the Cardinals. It's good for team morale. It's good for the vibes. It's good for Lamar MVP case. Go out and dominate. Don't play with your food. We've seen what happened when they play with their food. It don't end well because you don't necessarily have the overwhelming talent outside of Lamar to make up for big mistakes like that. So, yeah, that's a great game of the week. This could easily be a trap game. For
That's
Baltimore
also,
going to 1-6 Arizona Cardinals. Yeah,
literally.
but if you are the Ravens, this isn't a trap game. You go down there, you handle business, you get Lamar Jackson out by the end of the third quarter. Like, it should be something like that.
No,
in my opinion,
it is a trap game. You beat the trap out of them.
Yeah, walk in your trap, take over your trap. That's the trap game. That's how it should be. Sorry, I don't know what Bentley was doing, but we can get into my game. My game, really like this one. Browns Seahawks. We're looking at an offense that hasn't really shown it, but has like out of this world capabilities. DK was inactive last week. I don't really know what's going to go for this week, but you got an offense that hasn't really shown its explosive yet to like an insane degree outside of the Lions game, versus a defense that is best in the league. It's the best defense in the league. Myles Garrett is 1 or 2 in the DPOY rankings right now. Him and TJ Watt are fighting for their lives. So yeah, I'm very interested to see that. But where I think the Seahawks can get this win is that the Browns offense is just too stagnant for my liking. It's not enough dynamic play from the quarterback position. Amari Cooper is great. I still think he's one of the best receivers in the NFL. But there's not enough juice in that offense to really take advantage of a Seahawks defense that is really, really stepped it up. I mean, Devin Witherspoon is awesome. You got Woolen, you got Adams, you got Diggs. I mean, the secondary it's booming, one would say. So that's my game. Elite offense or high potential offense versus very good defense. And of course, Temple legend PJ Walker will be there. So unfortunately, my man's going to take L this week. But if they win, I win. So it doesn't matter. And y'all got word. I say we're talking a lot of AFC North, but I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. If any of y'all got any words on that,
That's all I got.
oh, okay. So when I go up and edit this, it's just going to be me yapping for a minute straight.
I think you got off a clip though. That was fire. I didn't want to hate on it.
Nah, bro. No, yo. If y'all ever have words, y'all can always just say it. How about this real quick before we get into Hots and Locks? Mid off of the week, Bears Chargers. There's a lot of there's
I
that.
hate the Chargers are mid, dude. Because I like their team. I like a lot of components of their team, but they are such a good team. And I want to say something else too about the Chargers. So you were right. Austin Eckler ain't nothing but Tavon Austin.
He's a bum. He's bad at football. He's fake. And everybody blamed Herbert for that loss in the playoffs. No, it's because Austin Eckler gained a whopping 6 yards in the second half on the ground. That is embarrassing.
yeah. He played me right there. So yeah, I hate the Chargers. But
he fooled us.
He bamboozled me, led me astray. I had the curtain pulled over my eyes. But yeah, I guess somebody already yapping. I guess I'll start. The mid off that is Chicago versus the Chargers. I am a Bears hater. I do. That's been well documented. But I want them to lose really bad this week because for some reason people saying that this Tyler, I can't say it. How you say his name? Correct.
Tyler. Wait.
The Bears
for
the backup quarterback of the Bears.
Tyler Bajan. Yeah.
Yes. No. Dude completed 22 passes for 160 yards. I can probably go out there and okay, not me, but somebody can go out there and do that. And they're trying to say like Justin Fields can't do that because Justin Fields won't check down. Give me a break. I want them to lose really, really bad so the Bears can appreciate what they do have in Justin Fields.
Yes, I see that vision definitely.
And it's not even like I want the quarterback to do bad. I mean, I want him to do well, honestly, but it's like the takes were getting outrageous. I mean, Twitter is one place I've seen a lot of those takes, and Twitter's a crazy place. But at the end of the day, bro, let's be for real. If we're gonna be anything, be for real. So I want the Chargers to get their offense on track against the Bears.
Yeah, the Chargers would have some nerve if they didn't hang 30 on this Bears team. They'd be so unfor real.
No,
y'all
most
wanna
most Chargers thing ever is to drop 30, but also
and lose
give up 35.
because their offense and defense is not interlinked, as one would say. But we can get into the week 8 hots and locks. This has almost felt like 2 episodes with the NBA, big bulk NBA, and then back into the football swing of things. But Danny, you want to get us started hot and locks?
Yeah, I'm kind of the priority of this section because I hit my hots have hit back to back.
Yeah, no. That's why you always go first. So
I'm going first, and man, it's gonna be a good one. This week is going to be a straight out slugfest. It's not going to be the hottest take, but I think the Steelers get it done against the Jags this week.
that is a hot take if you ignore the records because records are fake.
I agree. Yeah, the Steelers are clear underdogs.
4-2 is 4-2. 4-2 is 4-2, man.
I think if a team can match the energy, it's definitely the Steelers against energy beating the Jags. So that's my take of the week. And for my lock of the week, my lock didn't hit last week because the Niners lost.
The Niners are the one that sold it, not the Patriots. Somehow.
Yeah. My lock of the week, lock me in the Texans against the Panthers.
That's so unbelievably free. I cannot blame you, man. I was looking at that game sideways. Like CJ Stroud versus Bryce Young, though, could be a banger. It could be good.
It'd be a banger, but Texans still better.
Yeah, Texans better. Could be a banger, though. But Chris, hots and locks, my man.
Welcome. The hot take of the week is the Panthers over Texans. I'm so happy that you said that. You read that and took that. I'm so happy because I was like, I literally have the exact opposite. So thank you, Danny, so much for making that so much.
You did the same exact last week.
I did.
Yeah, but no. Chris took your hot as his lock. He's taking your lock as his hot.
Oh,
so maybe it switches.
But this is the reason, and my reason I always have narrative. I mean, I love a good narrative. Why not? You can't have a story. Who better to get that first win against than in a rookie duel? Who better to do
the guy that said, "Oh, y'all should have clearly drafted C.J. Stroud. He's playing so much better, even though he's a much better team." But
so it's like,
hey,
let's see. So I think it'd be cool for the narrative to see Bryce Young go out there and win, and lead the Panthers to a victory. So I would say that is my lock, and I got it as my lock.
Yeah. You have the Panthers as your hot.
Oh my hot. Sorry, hot.
Boy, locking Panthers is a crazy thing.
Yeah, I sold that. I am locking the Ravens over Cardinals though, because I'm going there. They can't lose on there. They're officially 1-0 when I go to games. So, I'm trying to make it 2-0. So I'm gonna lock that in for my boy John and Lamar's sake. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad no one else took this lock. I'm going Chiefs over Broncos. Probably some of the freest stuff I've ever seen in my life. No, I'm going Chiefs over Broncos for my lock. Broncos, probably the worst defense in the NFL. Chiefs, I'll get into them a little bit later on Summer Savings. But heads up, I'm taking all their yards. I think the Chiefs can have like a build off of that Chargers game where Mahomes threw 400 yards. Kelsey had his best game of the year. I expect that to translate into the other divisional rival, and they move on to 7-1. My hot take of the week. You know what? For my hot take, I'm going to take a bite out of not a bite out of. I'm going to take a page out of Danny's playbook for my hot take. I'm going to take the New England Patriots over the Miami Dolphins. Patriots seem to have got that defensive identity back, gritty. type of play, no pun intended with Mike Gesicki, but that offense has a beautiful chance to build off of what they just did against a bad defense. And like I said earlier, with making Purdy uncomfortable, Bill Belichick can very well make Tua look uncomfortable. He can throw him some things he ain't ever seen in his life. So that'll be my hot take. I'm going to take the Patriots over the Miami Dolphins.
That's a little wild take to say. I don't.
You took the Patriots in a worser position over a better team.
The Bills aren't better than the Dolphins.
Yes, they are. They just played. And the Bills whooped the shit out of them. Why? Because they pressure Tua. It's that easy. The Bills are better than the Dolphins. I can't believe you just said that. We just watched it.
Yeah.
You're saying this because Bohm strikes out here, doesn't he?
Possibly.
No. Yeah, probably.
Anyway, we'll get into our
Sideline
Summit savings of the week. My Summit savings of the week, I'll be picking a touchdown scorer in every game of the 1 o'clock slate.
Nice. We like that. There's what?
7 games.
9. No, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 9 games. So 9 touchdown scorers?
Yep, 1 in every different game.
Hold up. Sorry, I dropped my notepad. I'm going to need an entirely different page for whatever you're about to do. Okay.
So Garrett Wilson will score against the Giants' shitty secondary.
You could just rapid fire. I'll keep up. Don't worry about me.
Calvin Ridley will get it done against the Steelers. A.J. Brown will continue his hot streak against the Commanders. CeeDee Lamb scores against the Rams. T.J. Hawkinson scores against the Packers. Bijan Robinson gets it back in the end zone against the Titans. Tyreek Hill, free money against the Patriots with no Christian Gonzalez.
So, what do you have? 7? So we got 2 more?
Yep. And then we got the Saints game. Give me Kamara scoring. And the Texans-Panthers, give me Adam Thielen anytime.
Okay, so we have a legit 9-leg parlay to start. Nice. All anytime touchdowns. Chris, going on to yours?
By the way, Dan, I'm going to play that play for $1. Thank you. I'm going to play that just because I'm sure that was obviously crazy, so thank you for that. So mine, I'm actually staying away from touchdowns this week because Danny just dropped a banger and because I didn't have any. So for one, first pick, I'll be taking Kirk Cousins' passing yards against the Packers. I'll be taking Bijan Robinson's rush receiving yards combo against the Titans. Free money. I'll be taking Tyreek Hill's rush receiving yards against the Patriots. And also be taking Pat Mahomes' passing touchdowns over. And then lastly, I will be taking Lamar Jackson's rush passing yards over.
Did you say Hill anytime after Bijan?
No, Bijan was pass rush yards. Rush receiving yards combined. Yeah.
And then who was after that? Tyreek?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill, rushing receiving yards combined.
Rush receiving. I think you get spicy. Get him on a jet sweep and take care of business. And then you said Pat Mahomes over touchdowns. Did you have one after Mahomes?
It was just Lamar passing.
Yeah, Lamar free money. Pass plus rush over. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that one actually. I'm definitely playing that for sure.
I'm gonna definitely play Danny's and mine so far. I'm playing yours too.
Well, I'm not a psychopath like you people, so I'm gonna try to keep it short and simple. I'm actually just gonna keep it in the Chiefs game. I'm gonna take Patrick Mahomes over on his passing yards. I'm going to take Kelsey over on his receiving yards, and I'm going to take Rashee Rice for a touchdown. Simple 3-leg, keeping it simple. That's why I said I'll bring up the Chiefs later because I like them making me a little bit of money this week. So there's that. Sorry, I just need to write it down real quick because I'm going to forget, and I'm not going to look back. So Mahomes, Kelsey yards, and Rice touchdown. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, head on to the audio platforms. Make sure you leave a download, leave us a 5-star rating as well. You can do it on any of your favorite audio platforms. We appreciate all the love you guys have been showing. Of course, NBA is back, so we're going to be kind of half and half for most of these episodes. It's going to be action-packed. Try to keep the NBA to, not a minimum, but we're going to bring it up, of course, and then once the NFL season is over, we'll get all into the NBA. Just like when the NBA is over, we get all into the NFL. It is how things go. You guys got anything to say before we get on out of here?
I don't know.
Can I just share my fantasy team real quick?
Yeah, bro, plug it.
So I woke up with the 5th pick on accident, and I missed my first 2 picks. I got auto draft. So I got Jason Tatum and Tyrese Halliburton.
Ballers.
Not
Win.
Then I picked Jalen Brunson, Nurkic, DeJounte Murray, Lloyd Markkinen, Rudy Gobert, Franz Wagner, Jared Allen, Tyus Jones, Duke legend.
Tyus
James
Jones.
Kevin Huerter, and my least favorite player, Jeremy Sohan. That was all for
He
me.
drafted Jeremy.
Because he
Should've
plays
drafted-
power forward and point guard. It's such a weird combo. Like you can.
He should have drafted Peyton Pritchard.
No, I tried. Instead, I got Franz because he plays shooting guard,
Franz
small
is hoop.
forward, and power forward.
No, just list every position at that point. Like you might as well. You play power forward? What's stopping you from playing center? You play shooting guard? What's stopping you from running the point, man? Well, whatever.
Literally.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. By the time you're watching this, the Phils have lost, and it is over, and it is officially Celtics-Eagles season, and we're done with baseball. So, from Two-Tone Drip, Culture by Migos, DC Young Fly. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next week.
I might not. I'll be dead.
Wow, that's so crazy way to end an episode.